What's going on, Excel Fanatics? Verdexes here. Welcome to part 3 of us going through the Microsoft Chart tutorial, or I think it's actually worded top 10 tips, or something like that, extra tips. So last time we went over, we've been through 1 through 5, moving on 6. Tip number 6, create multi-level labels. Wouldn't this chart be better if it had another level of labels at the bottom that organized the columns by either fruits or vegetables? You know what? I've been thinking about that a lot. In cell G14, which is here, type the word fruits. G17, type the word vegetables. Select the chart and then on the Design tab, click Select Data. Design tab up here. Select Data, so that's what I did in my last video too. So with the dialog box open, drag to cells G13. So where is that? G13 is here. Yes, sorry. I don't know why I get trouble with that. G13 to I18. I think that's what it's asking me to do. Press OK. Now the chart has another level of labels for fruits. Oh, yes. Okay, so yeah, so you have apples, oranges, so as it just said, you have an extra layers with some extra lines here that might not be too easy to see, but you have an extra line here to help kind of categorize this a little bit better, which makes things actually look a little bit neater. So that's a nice useful tip. Good to know. This only works if your rows are already organized in groups. In the example below, the rows for fruits are grouped together, and so are the rows for vegetables. I guess that's just saying, like, make sure the asparagus isn't mixed with the fruits, and I think you'll be okay. There's nothing down there, so that's tip number 6. Number 7, use a secondary axis to create a combo chart. Oh, this is a very useful one. The chart below has 2 data series, sales and profit percent, but we need profit percent to be represented by a horizontal line on the chart, not a column. Select the chart below, and then on the Design tab, click Change Chart Type, and then click Combo in the lower left. Alright, so just before we do this, just kind of want to point out, you noticed here, because this, I'm assuming the reason it's percent, it wrote out percent, is that these are supposed to be in units of percent. So you can see little scratches of this orange here. And what it's trying to do is, we already have one axis filled out. So the idea is that we're going to actually have the other side filled out as well, and then these amounts will be more pronounced. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So I already just forgot the instructions. On the Design tab, click Change Chart, and click Combo. And then on the right, make sure the chart type for profit is on the secondary axis, right? Yep, so you see how that updates? See the percents on the side are now here. So we'll just leave it at that. I don't think they really wanted too much change, so click OK. And yeah, so you see how much more clear this is to look at? This is, this is a lot of, this is a very, if you don't know about this, this is a very good tip to use for your charts, especially when you're showing a few different points of data on it. So, and it's just 1.3, just like that's an observation that this is making. That seemed a little bit low, even though the profit went up, which is weird. Alright, so why use a secondary axis? When 2 columns contain different types of numbers, you'll want to use a secondary axis. In this example, the sales column contains dollar amounts, but the profit column contains percentages. Because the 2 columns of data are so different, using a combo chart with a secondary axis lets you compare the 2 columns with different chart elements. Columns for sale and a line for profit percent. So that's kind of like what I was trying to highlight before, if that didn't make any sense. Okay, so that was tip number 7. We have 3 more left. Hopefully I can wrap that up in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope these are useful for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!